Well, welleth, welcome like well. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? My co-host as usual. Can you hear me pretty well?
I can. I can. I
Well,
can.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And we are tuning in here with the six-man convo, as you see on the screen. I am your host for this evening. The six-man K Style is up in here. And as you already know, man, shotgun on this show. You know him as the senator. You know him as Mad Mike Sports.
Yeah, and by the way, I was dubbed that name, man, Mike. I didn't give myself that name. I just want to make that clear.
I mean, yeah.
For obvious reason, I didn't have a choice.
Well, I was given the name the six man, so we technically
Right, right,
both
right,
we both technically got names that we didn't come up by our
right.
damn
We didn't
selves.
come up with it. A lot of people like to give themselves names. I wasn't one. I wasn't
Well,
one.
well, the K Styles part of the thing, that's my old Xbox live gamer tag name. So that's where K Styles come from, which stands for Kev. And the Styles represent 3 6 Mafia because Mystic Styles is one of my favorite albums. So there's a lot of meanings that go on up back here.
Oh,
But
believe
my
me.
yeah. You already know. But I could call you something else, Mike. I could call you
Okay.
something else. I could call you the Soul Crusher.
Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say about that.
For those that don't know, Soul Crusher is actually a rock song that most of you motherfuckers know because it was on one of the old school Madden soundtracks. So y'all know what the hell Soul
Um,
Crusher is. I forget which one it was. I'm trying to think it was it '07 or '08. It was one of those two. But the thing is, they got certain lyrics on here. Okay, so here's the lyrics. This is the reason why I call you the Soul Crusher. It goes, he's an innovator, don't care what you give up. He's one of the ones you hate to love, but you can't get enough. So get your head out your ass and quit wasting my time.
oh, goddamn. That does describe me too. Damn.
Exactly. But man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So how we you know how we normally do this show, man. We have to kick it off with what?
It's the real roll call. Call,
And
call.
let me all and let me also make it clear on that song too. The very last lyric of that song says, "I don't give a fuck." So yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I
He's
can't
an
deny that.
innovator. All right, man. Let's go ahead and kick this off, man. We got A137 Sauce. We got Deshaun Caswell. We got Sonya in the building. We got Georgia, Texas boy. We got BP in here. We got Michael, Southside 12, Dre Murphy, Floyd Donnelly. We got D Coleman in here. Like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button on the way in here. Devon, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in. Um, oh man, let's go ahead and get right into this conversation that we're about to have, as we already know with the Falcons off season kicking up all the way. Um Mike, man, how you doing, man, this evening, man? How you doing?
I'm doing actually wonderful. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes. Y'all probably don't even know that.
Lord.
Well, I'm blessed. Well, I'm blessed. You got to be a
Okay, that's
Steph
good.
Curry
That's
to
good.
understand that. You got to be a Steph
Right.
Curry fan to understand that.
Don't mind me. High quality H2O. Stop sign say old rock songs I know is Master of Puppets by Metallica and
Well,
Animal
you need to get your shit
I have
together then.
become because it was on WWE 2007.
You need to get your shit
Lord,
together.
we're
You need
going
to get
to
your shit together when it comes to
yeah, we're
rock.
going to put you on some game. We we got to put you on some game here, man, because we're very diverse over here when it comes to the music side of the game. That's my black ass. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it, man. Like I said, Mike, you said you've been doing okay this evening.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. So before we get to the main topic of today's evening, I want to go ahead and give a definitely shout out to Tony Hall for sending me a couple questions. So we're gonna go ahead and make this kind of like the sidebar of today's episode. Well, he actually sent me 3 questions. So Mike, I'm gonna send these to you so you can so you might make some content out of it. You know what's oh Devon, I know you ain't just say Pantera's 10. Oh no. See. See, I'm very upset right now. Well, not upset yet because you know what the crazy part about that Mike is? Guess what? Guess what I found out?
What's that?
Pantera, Disturbed, Metallica, and goddamn Anthrax coming to Atlanta this year.
To Atlanta? Well, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
They probably come on in the same.
Well, it's all different dates, but you already know what's it. See, for those that don't know, Pantera's 10, like I said, I'm gonna give you a refresher. If you watch Dragon Ball Z's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, the original one, that was the transformation song they used for Broly, was Pantera's 10. But let's go ahead and get right into this question, man. Mike, I want to let you go ahead and kick this question off. Tony Hall had asked me, do you see one day that Atlanta would be in the same discussion as a team people fear to play because of the culture? And this is shout out to Tony Hall for this question, though, by the way, too. BP talking about Pantera's Walk and Inner Sandman. I give you one better. Get Metallica's Fixer and get the SM version of
Okay, so you gonna turn this into a rock show, okay? You keep on talking.
Nah, we'll do that at the end of the show. How about that?
Cause y'all about to hear K-Style going a whole tangent. He's not gonna stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I could go into my Gucci Man goddamn playlist, but we say that for later show. Go ahead. Talking about living on a prayer. Here y'all go. See, they doing it in the chat, Mike. This ain't me. They naming songs.
I know.
But what's your thought on what's your thought on that
Y'all
question? This mother talk about the beef. Oh, we go. All right, Mike, man. What's your thought on that question?
Wanted Dead or Alive. I was just listening to that.
I was just listening to Bon Jovi earlier, by the way. But like I said, the question was, do you see one day Atlanta will be in the same discussion as a team people fear to play because of the culture? Oh, Lincoln Park. Oh shit. Man, Lincoln Park. Yeah, Lincoln Park is also a staple. See, Allison Chains. See, they already started, bro. We ain't even started the show yet.
I'm not even answering no question until he gets it out of his system. Y'all don't start us up now.
We gonna save it, man. So, Mike, what you got, man?
Cam done asked me a question. He done asked me a question 2 times and then start talking in the middle. He answered the question.
I ain't saying nothing now. It's just interesting to see black folk that actually listen to rock music that ain't ashamed of it. That's just the funny part about it.
It's not a surprise.
Right. So, what you got on that, Mike?
I don't know if I care, to be honest. I don't know if I should care. Because the question
it kind of goes
y'all y'all worried about if other teams are scared to play the Atlanta Falcons. Is that something that should?
No. He's talking about as far as like a team that free agents are fearful of coming to based on the city itself. And
I mean, that's already the case. Like players are already moving here, but still, that still goes back to should I care though? I don't even know me personally. I don't even know the right answer to that.
I mean, I'll say it like this. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say it like this is because it came down to a conversation I think me and you had as far as is Atlanta going to become is like the new New York. And what I mean by is unreal is like high expectations, very destructive media that could like potentially run away some free agents. I mean, like I said, we haven't really seen it like that right now. So like as of right now, it's kind of on the fringe. But do you see this city? Do you see the Falcons actually becoming that?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say no.
Okay.
This is not to be honest, like this is not a question you should ask me because I really don't give a shit. I care more about our development. I don't really care about free agency. I think that's more important. I'm focused more so on the coaching culture than I am player culture. Because if we are relying on players wanting to come to Atlanta via free agency, I think we've already lost. So I'm probably not. I'm very stubborn in regards to this. I say I don't give a shit about free agency, but if forced to answer, if you're forcing me to answer, I would just have to say hell no. It ain't changed in 45, 60 years. Why should it change now? Like people are people. The habits of who they are. So I say hell no if I'm forced to pick and say anything.
I'll say it like this. Is it a team that players will come to fear to play? I mean, we've kind of seen that, but then it also comes down to having the right people in place to want to get people to come here. Because a lot of people have to remember with Jesse Bates really, really came over here because really of one guy, and that was AJ Terrell, because they say they share the same agent.
Yeah.
So it's like you got it. Like it goes back to what Mike said. You got to have the proper people in place, whether it be in the front office, whether it be the players on the team that's going to be willing to come. But if we're just talking about on the general senses of things, we've already seen that for a long time.
Yeah, I
because
don't
the
think
thing
they changed.
about because the thing about it is we're a city professional football wise, in which us as fans are just longing for that one day to see the Falcons hold that Lombardi trophy up. That we look for the quick fix right around the corner. And what happens is it's almost kind of like, well, if we don't do this ASAP, then we just gonna throw you in the garbage and let the next guy try. But then we also have a portion of the fan base that looks at culture, which is the makeup of the city, the the population of the city as far as black folks. And we're looking for representation too. See, a lot of times when we look at these sports teams, we can't look for a winning culture, but then put that on the back burner and look for culture of representation. At the end of the day, you gotta go for what's best for that particular team to win as a fan, and you have to look for that. And that's kind of like what goes in going into today's conversation with this defensive coordinator news that's been going around for the Falcons. But I wanted to go ahead and kind of ask that question because I told him I was gonna show him some love and answer one of these questions. And I'm gonna send the rest up to you because we may
Uh-huh.
do some more content on these other questions as well.
And
Um,
and just to add a little bit extra to what you were saying about, like, to be honest, like, one of the main reasons why people come to teams is not because of money a lot of times, because you can get money anywhere. It's like you just got to have the right mentality, and
okay,
if you don't have the right mentality, like a lot of these players have played with each other, whether it's in high school, college, so they don't necessarily always come to teams because of you know their personal relationships. It's all about their mentality and and if you want to win, like if guys want to win, you'll know it. So
right.
it ain't always about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're winning,
Mhm.
you're winning. Winning begets winning. Winning is gonna draw in people regardless.
Exactly. So where we're looking at these conversations and stuff like that, um, we cannot be looking at it like, okay, we need to pick a struggle. Who do we want? What do we want? Are we gonna do it now?
We can't have everything. Y'all want to draft all the best players, get all the first round draft picks. You want to get all the best free agents. You want to get all the best coaches. Like, that's not a recipe for success if you're gonna spend money in free agency. To be honest, free
Exactly.
agency shopping is not a recipe for success. So I would just say no, just on that alone.
Right. But but okay, we got about 20 minutes in here. All right, let's go ahead and get right into the main conversation of the night show. As we already know, after the recent news of Jimmy Lake being fired as the defensive coordinator, the Atlanta Falcons are looking for that next guy in that position. Now, when we look at the screen, if you look at the screen right here, let me go ahead and put this down right quick. These are four of a few names that have actually done popped up as far as potential candidates, which you see Robert Sala's big headed ass. Steve Wilkes, Jeff Olbrick, Wink Martindale. Um, it's other names that then popped up in here like Lou. Well, I don't know how to say his last name. Dude from
Anaruma.
Cincinnati,
Anaruma.
Anaruma, aka he's looking to come back home to Atlanta because he's an Atlanta born coach. So I will ask you, Mike, and I'm gonna ask everybody here that's watching right now. Um, which one of these coaches would you prefer as the Falcons DC? Because I see a pattern here on how they're attacking this defensive coordinator position. They're going for some experience. And they're going for guys that's been in this league, that's been experienced in this league as coordinators for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much what it comes down to. They're basically looking for a coach that's gonna tell the head coach, "I got this. Worry about your shit."
Mm-hmm.
So far out of these coaching candidates that we've seen for the Falcons right now, who would you prefer if you was to be? Who would you selfishly prefer?
Um, all right. So if I'm looking for a defensive coordinator that's going to give me aggressive style of ball, and they're going to be good at stopping the run. They're going to have good linebacker discipline. I have to go Wink, and I would have to go. There's a weird mixture here, and the reason why I say Wink and Olbrick just based off that, because I know the Falcons struggle with a lot of linebacker. The linebackers themselves, they really struggle in their discipline, their gap discipline this year. So I would say Olbrick and Wink based on that, the linebacker. If you look at Robert Saleh and then you look at Steve Wilkes, these guys have had more success in their secondary. Saleh plays that. If you look at him, he kind of plays that Dan Quinn and Raheem Morris kind of cover three. He plays a lot of that too. He's aggressive at times. That's the difference with him. He's aggressive at times. He doesn't, just he doesn't stay in it. Like he's willing to be a little bit aggressive. So it's like for me, I don't. I'm kind of scared of Saleh just based on that. I've had enough of cover three. I really have. And coaches that stay in it too long. That's one of the main. Like if you go back and look at San Francisco, he played a lot of that cover three also. And with that, you got to have a good middle linebacker. And I don't think we have that with this team. So Roberts is not one of my favorites, to be honest, just based on that.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does do that too, but it also, as well as it comes, like, even with that, he understands that your front four has to wreak havoc as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where, because the thing is with the Jets defense was pretty damn good in his tenure in New York. Offense wasn't worth a shit. I ain't gonna tell you no lie on that. And like you said, and Steve Wilkes runs pretty much the same thing. I mean, hell, we looking at Jeff Olbrick. They all damn run the same damn thing. My personal and it's kind of weird to say whether it be Salah or Wilkes. But my thing is with them is you gonna like I said, I don't know if the conversion to a 43 defense is well suited for the type of players that we do have on this roster.
Let me say
I'm
this before you finish that.
go ahead.
Most of the league don't play a lot of base formations anyway, so
Okay.
that really don't matter.
Okay.
About 30, about a good 45-50% of the league plays in nickel situations anyway. So base football isn't as important as it used to be. Um, the base formations matter when you're forced to stop the run in key situations.
Okay. Okay.
Most of the league is that's why the nickel and you see guys the nickel back, the D offer, the Richie Grants, those types of guys have become more of a linebacker, the outside linebacker than it is. So the base formation doesn't matter as much as it used to.
I mean that does make sense. Um, but I think more so for it. And I think that's where a lot of people are kind of looking at it is they're looking to see whoever is cause as we already know the defensive personnel on this team right now, especially the front seven, is all really just based on how aggressive somebody's going to call plays. And we've
Mhm.
seen it this year where the first 12 weeks of the season this defense was pretty conservative, pretty laid backish.
Mm.
Then we seen the next four games, then they come out aggressive, and then you see a whole new defense, and you see a new energy, and then you see the last two games of the season where they kind of went back to the conservative side, and it just looks like, what did we just see here?
Mhm.
And my thing is, these ain't all these the guys you see on the screen are not all the guys that they're looking for. They're not the only guys that they're interviewing. But we just use these because these are kind of like four of the main names everybody see. Like you said, Robert Sala, Steve Wilkes, Jeff Olbrett, Wink Martindale. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know who I want because the thing is we don't know what identity of this defense on how they're gonna build it
Mhm. Yeah, no
because
clue
we
what.
because we know Jesse Bates is gonna be a big part of this defense. We know AJ Terrell is gonna be a big part of this defense. Um, and like I say, Grady's still up in the air because we don't know if they're gonna be willing to stick with him long term or find a move for him.
Mhm.
But then we also have to look at the front set, like I said, the front four. Let's see, the front three, because this is a 3-4 base defense right now. Somewhat, we got holes there. The biggest holes on the defense the Falcons have had this year is in this linebacking core. Why? Because you have a Troy Anderson who can be a playmaker as a linebacker but can't stay on the field. You have Nate Landman, who's a guy who can tackle but can't cover worth a damn. You just found out that what we've been saying for about 13 weeks, it seems, that Caden Ellis is a pass rusher. He's not a middle linebacker. So we saw that. You don't know
No.
what you don't know what you have in a D'Angelo Malone because you haven't played him enough. You got JD Bertrand getting concussions like a mug. So it's like, okay, so what is the identity? What are they with? What is Raheem Morris, the head coach, willing to let? What is he willing to have the identity of this defense? Because the thing about it is, these guys that they're interviewing, he's not gonna have no say or no power over these guys. Let's just make that plain and simple. The only one that he may have power over is Jeff Obert, but everybody else is like like those guys. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Let me handle this. Sit your ass on over there somewhere. These are the kind of guys that they're interviewing. And 9 times out of 10, I think Robert Saleh probably gonna take a damn head coaching job anyway, because he's supposed to be. I think he interviewed for the Jacksonville head coaching job anyway. But unfortunately, but the thing about it is, I have this weird feeling that it's gonna be. I ain't gonna say weird feeling. I had this feeling it's gonna be Jeff Obert.
D. Coleman said, y'all think I think Rob wants to come and have someone come in and install their defense on plays. Absolutely not. You fire a why would you fire a defensive coordinator?
Well, tell us why you'll fire a defense coordinator.
Yeah, because he believes in his philosophy. If you believed in what Jimmy Lake was doing, you don't fire him year one, right?
Right.
So that tells you one thing. He's going to go back to what he believes. You don't fire a guy if you believe in what he's doing. So that tells me is that he believes in what he's teaching. Raheem goes back to he's going to go bring somebody in here who understands his way. That's going to complement his way. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm looking at the guy at the bottom right. Because if he actually if he wanted, if he really believed in Jimmy Lake, like I said, not after one season. So for me, this just tells me, like if he really believes, if he really wants the team to win, he'll bring in a guy like Steve Wilkes. He'll bring in a guy like Wink. Because those guys have already had success. And to be honest, like if you know Steve was already out there, why didn't you sign him to begin with? So that right there just tells me it wasn't like Steve was was a guy that was everybody was sought after. He was a free agent. He was available. They could have brought him in and just be a specialist for the defense, but he didn't do that. He let Steve Wilkes sit on the sideline the whole season. So for me, Raheem, this is all about him. He's going to have to prove to me personally that the team is above his own personality, his own ego, because that's all I see when I look at him. You don't have a guy like Steve Wilkes sitting on the sideline, and when you've already invited him to training camp. You know he wasn't doing shit anyway. He wasn't doing nothing the whole season. You didn't bring him in as a specialist, a co-defensive player, something like defensive coach, assistant head coach to the linebackers, like you could have given him any job, but you didn't do that. Because it wasn't about winning. It wasn't about having a winning defense. It wasn't about, look, anybody that's about winning, they're going to bring in the best. Especially if a coach is out there. It's like, this ain't about winning with this dude. This is about him. This is about his ego. Steve Wilkes has been out there. It ain't like he's new. And then all of a sudden you want to say now, oh, guess what, Steve? We fired Jimmy Lake. You want to come in here and get an interview? You could have been did that. So absolutely, you could have brought him in. You're gonna fire
Right.
Jimmy and then say, "Come on." So Jim was the weak guy because he was focused on his scheme and he was focused on doing things his way first. And let's just be honest, that's what it was.
Hmm. Okay. So so the second question that's going on this evening, let's go ahead and get a couple more of these comments in here. D Coleman here said that's how I'm seeing it. I feel like it's gonna be old brick trying to restore feeling that died in 2017.
Uh-huh.
Mill said Wink especially gonna say that to him. Basically saying like, but they basically gonna tell Raheem, sit your goofy ass in the corner and let me do
Uh-huh.
my job. Um let's see. See we get a few more comments. Yeah, Devon said he liked Martindale. He blesses a lot, very aggressive play caller. Okay. Falcon fan here said, hope Terry makes the right decision. No BS if they get Olbrick or on a Rumo. I don't really think we'll see a change with one of them. See, the thing that's gonna go down with this decision, this is Raheem's call right here.
Yeah, the general manager really doesn't have a lot to say so unless they
He
like.
get like I said, the general manager only is gonna relay the
Uh-huh.
decision to the owner itself.
Uh-huh.
So so this right here, however decision they make on this defensive coordinator, this is gonna fall strictly on Raheem Morris.
Uh-huh.
And the thing about it is if they bring in guys like a Steve Wilks or Robert Saleh or Wayne Martindale, this is gonna be a Raheem Morris call, but it's gonna be influenced by a lot of outside sources. If this is if they end up bringing a Jeff Olbrich call, this is gonna be a straight Raheem Morris deal right here for the simple fact that they was already coached. They have coached together in this franchise already.
There's no
And
need
it
to trust. There's no need to build up a trust because you already know
right. Fred Bus came with the $2 super chat. Said the hire would tell us everything. I won't wink. A lot of people in
them.
here won't wink Martindale. Straps asked why let Steve Wilson to the facility if you wanted somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony White here said the NFL draft should be 100% impacted by the new DC. All the picks need to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Totally disagree. Totally disagree. 1,000%
Unfor-
disagree.
Unfortunately, all the picks are not going to be on the defensive side of the ball. But he did segue into the next portion of this question because I know we got truth and main event coming up here in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna ask this second part of this question. Um, based on whoever gets drafted, do you think that the position of need in the draft, especially in the first couple rounds, is going to be impacted based on whatever defense coordinator comes in?
Uh, Not solely, because you still
Mm,
got a lot of players on the offensive side of the ball that's going to
mm,
be attractive as far as the offseason is concerned. So we
mm,
can end up getting a couple of picks by trading a few of these players on the offense side of the ball. And
mm.
then based on, you know, what we get for them, like we may not need to, you know, draft a guy. Like I say, it really just depends on it. And then you can throw in free agency, on top of it. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely cause I'm the one thing that a lot of these guys have in common is the linebackers in their defenses are usually they're usually very productive.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that's been kind of like the ongoing uh thought process is we need to upgrade this linebacking core because even though we came into 2024 thinking that the secondary, well, the corners were the weakness of this defense, it actually turned out to be the interior linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that doesn't necessarily guarantee that though the interior linebacker would be a first round pick. I think the first thing that we really need to think about when it comes to this is what moves are they going to make? Because you also have to remember we have 20 pending free agents
Mm-hmm.
going into this offseason. So, and you really only have like you have like 4 or 5 draft picks, and 3 out of your 5 draft picks is like you got a fourth and 2 sevenths. So you really don't have a lot of room for error here. So that's what Mike was saying about as far as having like potential trade options, both offensively and defensively, are really going to be seriously considered this offseason. And for those that may not know, like I said, Kyle Pitts, David Onyemata, Grady Jarrett, Tyler Algier.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are guys that are potential trade assets that can land you some more draft capital to where you can go ahead and you can start reconstructing this team the right way. I mean, they've been doing it the last couple of years, but in order for the Falcons to build into a consistent contender, you have to have a factory of pumping in talent
Mm-hmm.
and getting consistent like high level play out of.
I mean, how often do how often does drafting an edge rusher in the draft get you 10 sacks? How often does that happen?
It all depends on the defensive culture. It all depends on that because if you really look at it, edge rushers for us for the last 10 years.
I'm not talking about look. Not most. If you look at most of the NFL, with like you can throw teams out like the Steelers, but like
I
when
mean, if
you
you
look,
if you're talking about the first round, if you're talking about first round,
yeah,
it's a
I
50 it's a
don't know.
50-50 it's a 50-50 chance anyway.
And that's the point. Like
Mm,
we're when you look at success anyway. If you look at Pittsburgh Steelers, just for example, yeah, you got Watt that's getting sacks up there, but you also got
Highsmith was it Highsmith?
he getting 8 to 10 sacks a year himself. If you look at the best pass rushing teams, these guys got duo players that got getting sacked. These guys are not get. It's not one player getting sacks. So we so worried about draft a guy in first round. Like we got to draft and we got to develop players all around. Drafting guys and spending every pick on an air rush is not going to solve our problem. Development is going to solve the problems.
Mm, yeah, because the Broncos was the number one team in sacks this year with 63.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on, Auntie Pam? Appreciate you coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, because if you look at the top 10 teams in sacks, so this year you got the Broncos with 63, Ravens 54, Cowboys 52, Vikings 49, Texans 49, Chargers 46. Buccaneers 46, Packers 45, Giants 45, Seahawks 45. And I have to pay to see where our sacks was on this website. So
Uh-huh.
that's bad. They talk about you gotta pay to see them sacks. Like, nah, nigga, we good. We were 31st in the league in front of New England.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Hendrickson led this league in sacks. And in total they was tied for 25th.
Mm. You see what I'm saying? You can draft these individual guys, but you have to have a culture of pass rushing.
BP said they interviewed Derek Ansley for DC too. Who the hell is that? Um, but like you said, just getting back to what we're saying about it is we have to look at the history of these defensive coordinators and look at the type of players that flourish under them.
Uh-huh.
So if you're looking just from that in itself, the sexiest name on the list right now probably would be Steve Wilkes and Robert Saleh, just based on the San Francisco 49ers culture and how the defense have been a consistent for that team for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And those are the sexiest names on there. Like you said, Wink Martindale, he's kind of like he's the OG of the OG of this group right here. But he'll give you that Dean Pease style, that Dean Pease feel as far as a defensive coordinator who, well, they all ain't gonna take no shit. But if you look at Wink Martindale, he look like he'll slap shit out you for looking at him wrong.
Mm-hmm. Telling him to run the defense. No, you get out my house. Sit your ass down.
That boy might slip out and let a boy come out. Boy, I'm about to say, boy, that'll be some bullshit right there. But, but so what you're saying is you're thinking that whoever is the defensive coordinator, do you think that edge rusher is more important, interior line, or linebacker would be some of a pressing need for this defense for 2025? Oh yeah, I heard about Dennis Allen too.
I don't think players are most important. The system is more important. The mentality is more important.
Right. You say you want to say you got to kind of have that attitude of
you got to have a system and an attitude that we're going to rush the passer. You can keep drafting guys all day you want to, but that don't mean you can develop them. That don't mean you can put them in the right spot to highlight their skills. That means nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right. D. Coleman said, "Wait, adjustments. Back in my day, we cut that tongue, boy." That's fucked up. That's so messed up. But he looked like the type that just really like if Raheem came with that bullshit about doing something else, he'll slap shit out of him. He got that look. Robert Saleh got that same look too. He bald headed. He got a ball peen hammer head. So yeah, he looked like he about that too. But somebody asked. I know somebody didn't just sit here and ask about Tyreek Hill. Hey, oh no,
we got 15 wide receivers already.
We don't need no damn Tyreek Hill down here, but we can't afford that.
Your baby mama, your auntie, the fuck we need have them.
He's gonna repopulate the state of Georgia in 2 years.
Well,
Like
no, I'm
20% of
good.
the kids, 20% of kids that's gonna be born in the next 3 years gonna come from this motherfucker. Nah,
Yeah, nah, I'm
we
good
good
on
on that. We already got baby mama problems already down here. We don't need any more.
that. Good. Okay, we good.
Fred Buss said, "Do you think Raheem will surprise us and hire a dog at DC? There's only one way to damn find out is when the news
Man,
come out."
I don't believe in shit. I don't believe in this. Look, he got to. He got to prove to me, and it's just like me. It's not even proved to me. His habits itself speak for it. It speaks for itself. Can we honestly sit here and say that we believe in and we know? For one, let's take the belief out. Let's take the belief out of Raheem. Do anybody know what the hell kind of defense he's trying to build?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't know. They look like they have an identity crisis right now as it is.
That's the point, kid. That right there. Do we even know what the Falcons are trying to do on defense? We don't even know what they. We know what they're trying to do on offense, but defense we have no clue. I don't know if they're
Billy
trying to be a defensive tackle. They trying to bring in more defensive tackles and have a line of defensive tackles, line of defensive edge guys. We don't know nothing.
Look at it. Look, Mill said fast and physical 2.0. Hey,
Man,
he did say fast, free, and physical.
I told y'all. Yeah, look, everybody thought I was. I told y'all that motherfucker who he was. He's Spider-Man and Spider-Man. That's all he is.
Right.
Don't nobody know what he is. We don't. This man try to play cover 2 one game, cover 3, and then 2 man. He tried to play 2 under with 2 deep safeties and man under. Like we don't know what this dude is. We have no clue what this dude. In one game we try to blitz. Hey, I don't know what this dude trying to be. I have no clue what he doing. So I can't say that I believe him or I don't believe him because I don't know what the hell he doing.
The problem is regardless on whatever defense he's trying to play, you have to address that. You have to address that front, which means you're going to have to get some type of record in the middle of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
As much, like I said, as much as we could talk about edge rushers and all that stuff like that, if you don't have a guy in that middle that can generate attention, and I love Grady to death, but right now Grady is he's a Robin right now. He need a Batman.
Mm-hmm. D. Coleman, I told y'all this. Look, man, I've been to. Look. I told y'all from the very beginning. This dude ain't nothing but. If y'all follow me on, especially on Twitter, follow me on X. Follow me.
Right.
I've been saying this all year. I've been posting the same meme damn near every week. I've been posting the same meme.
Right. Dreaded asked, how many years do y'all think Raheem got? It's gonna be. I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be depending on who the hell they bring in as a defensive
coordinator. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cause like I said, if it's Jeff Ulbrich and we have the same results, Raheem ain't got that long. He may get fired after next year if they got the same defensive performance, and he brings in and they bring in Jeff Ulbrich. Raheem Morris might get fired at the end of 2025 from that.
Man, I'm so tired of looking at everybody from 2016, bro. I'm a motherfucking coach from 2016. I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Let it go. Let the shit go. Let
it go. Let it go. Let it go. They gonna bring Marquand Manuel back too.
Bro, everybody from the damn 16 squad gonna be here.
Look. They gonna fire Jerry Gray and they gonna bring in Marquand Manuel to replace him. They gonna bring back what dude named Richard Smith? He gonna try to find a way to bring his ass back.
Mm-hmm.
What you say? What you say is going to be the Temptations reunion 2025? That's what you said.
I know you want to leave me, but I
But I'm gonna
refuse.
refuse to let you go. If I had to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, cause you mean that much to me.
Brought the bag. That's what he doing. He doing it right in front of y'all. Looks like another TKO. That's the same thing.
Look, the Southside said they go call Jalen Collins, Desmond Trufant, Rico Allen to be part of. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ricardo Allen is a coach now, so yeah, they gonna bring Ricardo Allen back.
Yeah. What? I told everybody this, and the very me and Kid were the only people who was like, oh my God, we can't believe this shit happened. Me and Kid were the only people that said about right here. We the only ones. Everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought we were crazy. Oh, here y'all go, man. Get a man a chance. He's a black man. No. They trying to read.
It ain't even about being. It ain't even about black and white. It's about patterns.
And that was the pattern.
Because the thing about it is, when we look at 2021, you have to remember they literally bought and paid that whole entire defense. Outside of Aaron Donald, they brought in Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, Eric Waddle, Leonard. What was it? Leonard Floyd.
Bro, get out.
So the pretty much the staples of their defense, they had traded for. Tell me, I was with you. Hell, the staples of that whole entire team they traded for the year before, or during the year. So what happened? What we saw was between Aaron Donald and Grady Jarrett, there's a wide gap between there. So my thing is if they bring in Jeff Ulbrich, I'm gonna let y'all right now. His time is short.
Oh, y'all, I'm gonna be hell on earth. Y'all better watch me. Soon as that shit is named, oh boy. And that motherfucker,
Oh. Nah, cause I remember why Raheem. I remember when Raheem first got high, cause I was taking a nap and I woke up. I had to replay y'all reaction to it, cause I had just woke up. Like I woke up. I think I probably woke up like right after y'all did the damn show. I took a nap. I woke up, I heard Raheem Morton, I just clicked and I just heard Mike huffing and puffing and blowing somebody's damn house down with that shit. Devon said, "Is KZ still elite?" Yeah, you see this ass get burnt in that damn.
How the hell you can't see him in the damn lead? Motherfucker get toasted and roasted, toasted and roasted every
that boy was powdered toast for that Steelers defense, boy. Cause damn it, every time you see him, you see the back of his jersey. And hell, I didn't know it was him.
Man, fuck
they said
look, no man, I'm sorry. I'm over here talking about give him a chance. Man, y'all can suck my left nipple off with that bullshit. Give him a chance. The fuck we give him a chance? We already done gave him a damn chance. This is his this is his third chance here in Atlanta. Third.
So D. Coleman said, "What do y'all think about Maurice Williams? Has he been doing a good job as a special teams coach?"
Man, I don't care. Okay, I really don't care. Who the hell cares about special team coach? Let's keep it real.
Hey, we ain't gonna do that, Mike. We gonna show love to special teams over here.
Special team players. I said special team coach. Don't nobody give a damn about no special team coach. Falcons have never not had a good special teams. So I don't care about that.
Yeah, they all
Going
yeah. Falcons always have like
Joe
some.
D. Camillus.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Joe D. Camillus?
Yep, Joe D. Camillus, Keith Armstrong.
So I don't care about that. We Falcons can get special teams. I ain't worried about that. I'm trying to
Just
build
don't
a good defense.
just don't let Ray McLeod return. No more punts, no time soon.
That motherfucker trip over spit.
Lord, that yeah. Kickers missing kicks. Kick returners fumbling the football. Coach ain't got no control on that. That's all the players right there.
Y'all try to act like y'all give a shit about special team. No, nobody give a damn about no damn special team. Unless you ain't repunting, unless you damn Deion Sanders or Desmond Howard.
Special teams is on
nobody.
special teams don't matter to the average football team until it becomes a factor. That's really what it comes down to. Nobody gives a shit about kickers until you need that. They need that kick to win the game. Then all of a sudden the kicker your best friend. Nobody gives a damn about the punter until you need to switch the field position and you get that coffin corner that pin them within their 5. Then all of a sudden, yeah, we love the punter. Nobody.
Don't nobody care about special team more than K-Styles. I've never met a person that cares more about special team than Kill. He's the only person that cares about it. And
you got a long snapper. And a lot of people don't realize. Well, a lot of people realize now that long snapper is a key to a lot of those special team plays when it comes to kicking field goals and punts, because all that shit is timing. Yeah, they the one player on the team that got the lowest ratings on Madden, and they don't do much outside of just snapping the ball.
Snapping the dang on ball.
But that shit is a damn skill.
And
it ain't his fault that Young Way Cool missed field goals and got Riley Patterson punk ass missed more.
That motherfucker like some woman was goddamn whispering love songs in that damn ear the way he was missing. That motherfucker going wide, left, right, up, down.
Right. But we're gonna go ahead and wind the show down. We can get back into our rock style conversation on another show. Hell, we like you said, I think we're supposed to have Truth coming on with the wrestling recap. We got the High Noon with OG with Mr. White. We got the Running Back with Juan. And we capping off the night tomorrow with Coach, as well as we have another episode of the STS Chronicles coming up tomorrow. I mean Saturday. Pretty much gonna be talking about Drake punk ass.
I can't believe y'all asked a damn question. It's been goddamn 19 weeks in the NFL. And y'all finally give us our first special team. Man, y'all go to hell, man. Don't wait 19 when the Falcons ain't playing on and give us a special team question. What the hell? That's some bullshit.
That was the first special team question of the year, actually. Well, of last year.
I know. We know.
Man, but we're gonna go ahead and give y'all evenings back, man. Like I said, we definitely appreciate everybody. So if we missed your questions, don't worry. We're gonna be going back through this comment section.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna get back through to some questions. So don't worry about it. So if we missed your question, it's gonna be a subject on another show. Like I said, man, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share, subscribe to 6 Man K Styles, as well as Mad Mike Sports. Like you said,
Just put
man.
just put X Man Mike or X Kill for a question. Just in the
Right,
comment section. Hashtag X Man Mike or X Kill.
right.
That case style.
So like I said, man, we have the 6-man convo every Thursday at 6:05. Like I said, man, the STS, like I said, once again, the STS Chronicles will be coming on Saturday, right before the first playoff game of the second round. So till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
I don't know.
Oh, we here to stay.
Just like special teams.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
Deuces. Motherfucker. We love y'all though. We love y'all. We love
Y'all finally gave
everybody
us
that tune
one
in.
question.